$600. With that, you can't even fill up a Harley's tank for a whole month, not even half a month. But you can buy a motorcycle, a real motorcycle, with 2 wheels, with an engine, that takes you to work, that doesn't break down, that on top of that makes you smile. And if you stretch to 2,000, I don't even need to tell you. But of course, we prefer to go into debt up to our eyeballs for something that looks more like a motorcycle, that has a logo to brag about at the bar, even if it later sleeps on the street and we visit it on Sundays like a distant relative. Here are 12 you should buy. New and used. Number 1 is so ridiculously cheap, you'll wonder why you haven't seen it before. Or you have seen it and ignored it out of snobbery. Here we go. Bike number 12. Bajaj CT 100. New. 100 cubic centimeters, 8 horsepower, 125 miles with 1 gallon of gas. Maintenance. Almost nothing, because there's nothing to maintain. Resale. Sells itself. There's always someone who needs a bike that works and doesn't cost much. The CT 100 is the queen of the low budget. It has no design, no technology, nothing you can show off in a photo. But it starts. It always starts. It's bought by those who understand a bike is for riding, not for looking at. Those who need to get there, those who know that gasoline isn't a decoration. You see it and think, how tacky. The owner sees you and thinks, what a fool, paying so much for the same thing. Bike number 11. Hero Glamour. 125. New. 125 cubic centimeters. Combined braking. One finish that surprises for what it costs. Maintenance. Cheap. Very cheap. Resale. Good. Because when someone tries Hero, they repeat. Hero doesn't spend on advertising, doesn't pay influencers, doesn't sponsor MotoGP teams, doesn't appear in magazines. That's why you don't know it. But its bikes speak for themselves. The Glamour has a clean look, modern without being loud, and an engine that seems small but responds. Those who buy it keep it for years. And when they change it, it's usually for another hero. That, in this world of overrated brands, should tell you something. Bike number 10. TVS Radeon. New. 110 cubic centimeters, neo-retro style reminiscent of those bikes from the 60s. Fuel consumption like an ant. Maintenance, minimal, because it's simple to the core. Resale, decent. Or especially among those looking for a hassle-free daily rider. The Radeon is the bike for those who don't want problems. For those who know life is already complicated enough without adding mysterious breakdowns and parts that take months to arrive. It's comfortable, docile, pretty without being pretentious. And while you suffer with your naked bike full of electronics you don't understand, the Radeon owner only suffers when they have to park it because they don't want to part with it. Bike number 9. Lifan KP 150. New. 150 cubic centimeters, inverted fork, disc brake front and rear, a design that doesn't apologize for being Chinese. Maintenance, affordable, spare parts are easy to find and don't hurt. Resale, better than you think, because people are starting to realize Lifan isn't what it used to be. The KP 150 is the Chinese bike that's no longer the Chinese bike. The one that shows when you want to do things right, you do them right, no matter where you come from. People shy away from it out of prejudice, that atavistic fear of anything without a Japanese stamp. But those who try it, repeat. And when you repeat with a brand, that means something. Bike number 8. Zontes G1 125. New. 125 cubic centimeters with a big bike look. Full LED headlights, digital instrumentation, aluminum rims, a finish that embarrasses more than one Japanese bike at a similar price. Maintenance, reasonable, but must be done at places that know what they're doing. Resale, surprisingly good, because when something is well made, it shows. For the same money as a basic Yamaha, you get this. But it's Chinese, they repeat. And you keep paying a premium for a logo, for a name, for a sticker that only matters in the minds of those who look more at the tank than the road. The G1 doesn't apologize. It only asks to be looked at with different eyes. Bike number 7. Benelli TNT 15. New. 150 cubic centimeters, aggressive design, that high exhaust so loved by those who want to look fast, even if they're going 30 miles per hour. Maintenance, moderate, but no surprises. Resale. Good, because people buy image, and here there's plenty of image. The TNT is the Italian low-cost. It's not entirely Italian anymore, because Benelli passed into Chinese hands years ago, but the style, that Mediterranean touch, remains. Those who buy it, buy design for little money. And they aren't so wrong. Because a bike is also how it makes you feel. on how people look at you when you pass by. And if you can have that without emptying your wallet, welcome. The first 6 are new, factory fresh, with warranty, with that smell of plastic just out of the box. But there are those who prefer to spend less and get more bike. Used, but well chosen, with more displacement, more presence, more engine. And that's where the real treasure hunt begins. Because with the same money, sometimes, you get twice the bike. Bike number 6. Yamaha YBR 125, used. 125 cubic centimeters, indestructible engine, the undisputed queen of driving schools across half the world. Maintenance? A steal. Any shop knows it. Any spare part is easy to find. Resale? There's always someone looking for a YBR, always. With 60,000 miles, it still runs. With 90,000 too. And you with your $1,000 phone that's slow after 2 years and the screen freezes. The YBR doesn't freeze. It has no screen. It has a throttle cable, a clutch, and 2 wheels. And with that, it takes you wherever you need to go. It's ugly, yes, but the ugly ones are the ones there when you need them. Bike number 5. Honda CB 125F, used. 125 cubic centimeters, fuel injection, the house seal with the H on the tank. Maintenance? Minimal, because it's a Honda. Resale? Excellent. People pay more for a used CB than for other new bikes. Those who sell it don't sell it because the bike fails. They sell it because they want more, because they need more, because they crave something bigger. But the bike is perfect. That, in this world of mysterious breakdowns and finicky electronics, is much more than it seems. The CB won't make you feel like a racer. It will take you home. And when you get there, you don't have to pray it starts the next morning. Bike number 4. Suzuki GN 125, used. 125 cubic centimeters, 80s custom style, the same design for 30 years. Maintenance? Dirt cheap. Any handyman can fix it with a wire and faith. Resale? Stable, because there's always a romantic who wants a small custom. You can own it for 20 years without opening the engine. Literally. 20 years. Tell me what modern bike can say that. The GN doesn't understand trends, doesn't understand electronics, doesn't understand anything except rolling. And it rolls. Always. While you suffer with the sensors on your new bike, the GN owner only suffers when they have to park it and part with it. On bike number 3. Bajaj Pulsar 150, used. 150 cubic centimeters, 14 horsepower, reliability proven over decades in the country with the most motorcycles per square meter in the world. Maintenance? Cheap, very cheap. Resale? Good, because there's a market for it. The Pulsar is the queen of Indian streets, millions of units sold, millions. And they aren't sold by luck. They're sold because the engine doesn't break, because the price doesn't hurt, because the smile doesn't fade. But since it's Bajaj, there are those who prefer a used Yamaha with 30,000 miles and an owner who treated it like furniture. Their money, their problem. The Pulsar keeps rolling. Bike number 2. TVS Apache RTR 160, used. 160 cubic centimeters, 15 horsepower. A sporty look that fools even those who know. On maintenance? Affordable, no surprises. Resale? Decent, especially among young people who want to look like they go fast without having to sell a kidney. Seen from afar, it looks like a $5,000 bike. Seen up close too. The finish is good, the chassis is decent, the brakes respond. And it costs about as much as a weekend at the beach with friends. But it says TVS on the tank, and for many, that's a problem. The problem is theirs. The Apache remains one of the best options for those who want fun without asking for a loan. Bike number 1. Honda Wave 110, used. 110 cubic centimeters, fuel injection, the cub that conquered the planet. Maintenance? Almost nothing, because there's nothing to do to it. Resale? Sells in a day. There's always someone waiting for a wave. Number 1, the cheapest on the entire list. Or the most reliable, the most ignored by snobs, by moderns, by those who believe a bike has to weigh 400 pounds to be real. Units with 60,000 miles are a dime a dozen, with 120,000 too. They still run. They still take their owner to work, home, wherever needed. You don't want it because it's a messenger's bike, because it's a delivery rider's bike, because it's a poor person's bike. The messengers laugh at you. They laugh while they save, while they get there, while their bike never, ever leaves them stranded. And you, with your $10,000 bike, calling the tow truck. The Wave isn't the best bike in the world. It's the best bike for that money. And in this world of crazy prices, that should be enough. There they are. 12 bikes. 12 ways not to throw your money away. New for less than $2,000. Used for less than $1,000. And there you are, thinking you need $10,000 to be a rider, that you need a logo, a brand, a photo for Instagram. No, you need some sense. You need honesty with yourself. You need to understand a bike isn't what you put on the tank, it's what you feel when you ride it. The rest, as always, is up to you. Or not, because if you've gotten this far and still think these bikes aren't for you, the problem isn't the market. The problem, as always, is you, and so that you are no longer the problem, subscribe now, give us a like, and comment if you'd like to see a video about the bikes you should never buy. See you.